When you push away uncomfortable emotions, you might not realize you're pushing away a piece of your true self, a part that longs to be seen and healed. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Carl Jung. Jung's wisdom invites us to look beneath the surface, to notice not just the feelings we prefer, but the ones we hide. Healing begins not by suppressing what's difficult, but by gently befriending what we fear or dislike within ourselves. Instead of turning away from these so-called negative feelings, Jung encourages us to integrate, to welcome, understand, and learn from our own shadow. The parts we suppress hold vital truths about who we are, and reconnecting with them is how we regain wholeness and genuine vitality. The first shift is simple but profound. Notice what you avoid. The next time you feel irritation, sadness, envy, or fear rise up, pause. Instead of immediately trying to rationalize, distract, or minimize these emotions, allow yourself to simply name them. You might quietly say, "I'm feeling anxious," or "there's anger here." This gentle acknowledgement is the first step to making the darkness conscious. By naming the feeling, you reclaim agency over it, turning what was vague and threatening into something knowable and manageable. Second, get curious about the message your suppressed emotion holds. Jung believed that every aspect of the shadow serves a purpose. It is not the enemy, but a neglected inner teacher. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to protect me from? Or what might I need right now that I'm not giving myself? For example, envy could point to desires you haven't admitted. Anger might signal a boundary that was crossed. By listening with openness instead of judgment, you give the shadow room to transform. If this speaks to you, consider subscribing. This is a quiet space for exploring mental clarity, emotional strength, and the patterns that shape our minds. Share your experience in the comments if you feel like it. Third, gently practice self-acceptance, even if you don't like what you find. Shadow work is not about approving every thought or feeling, but about recognizing they are part of you. When you meet shame, fear, or resentment with patience, rather than self-criticism, you dissolve some of their power. This doesn't mean you must act on every impulse. Rather, you allow yourself room to be flawed and human, beyond surface expectations of perfection. Finally, reflect. What would it look like to live with more inner honesty? Jung's process isn't about fixing yourself, but about becoming whole, accepting both light and dark. Journaling about moments when you felt disconnected from your emotions, or sharing honestly with a trusted friend or therapist, can loosen the grip of suppression. Day by day, you create space for all you are, and that's where authenticity and real connection begin. Remember, integrating the shadow is a journey, not a final achievement. Each step toward acknowledging your hidden feelings is a return to yourself. When discomfort surfaces, see it as an invitation to explore rather than a mistake to erase. In this quiet inner work, you gently recover your depth, resilience, and true self. Let yourself approach the darker corners not with fear, but with compassion. In doing so, you reclaim the emotional life that has always belonged to you.